This video will be showing you how to choose an off-campus housing location at Case Western Reserve University. If you're thinking about moving from on-campus to off, congratulations on this exciting step, but it does come with some planning and research. While rent is definitely a big part of the decision, there are lots of other factors you'll want to consider as well, like locations or roommates. The goal of this guide is to walk you through the entire process of finding off-campus housing so you can feel confident you're making the right choice. And don't worry, there's no technical background needed to follow along. Let's get started.
On this slide, it will include all the items you will need to complete this task: Wi-Fi connection, computer, access to the Zillow sites, and the Case Western Reserve off-campus housing website. There are a couple things that we need to go over. These following instructions will explain how to find apartments or houses for rent depending on your conditions. Estimated time for completion is 1 through 6. On the next slide, we will have some disclaimers you need to note to keep yourself on time and also keep safe and be aware of online scams. Uh, if you're looking for fraternity or sorority housing, you need to go somewhere else. This is strictly independent housing from that. And the earlier you start, it will be less stressful for you overall, especially if you want to live with a roommate, and stick to official websites for off-campus housing research.
So before you start, you're going to need to begin your pre-search preparation. You're going to want to choose an area around University Circle to live in. Certain areas are better suited for certain majors, which is why we divided this map up into the four main sides of campus. Uh, Business students tend to be best on north side, engineering best on south side. The east side tends to be good for all students as well as the west side. Then, after you determine your location, you are going to want to set a budget for rent, just so you have something to compare. Murray Hill, Wade Park Avenue, and Ashbury Hill tend to range from $600 to $900. And West Side properties are more expensive. They range from $1,400 to $2,200. And this is for one person's rent, not two persons' rent. And after that, it's going to be time to actually search for your specific location.
So once you've decided where around the university that you like to live, you can go on either the Zillow website or the Case Western website to search for the actual place you'll be staying. For the Zillow site, you want to go to Zillow.com, and on the home page in the search bar, you want to type in 44016, which is the zip code for the University Circle area. When you press enter, the first thing you want to do is, instead of for sale up here, you want to change this filter to for rent, because for rent will show you just the apartment units instead of entire houses. Now, on the left side, you'll be able to see a bunch of these purple dots, which correspond to the locations of the properties listed on the right side. And so depending on where you want to live around campus, you will search in those respective areas. Once you've found, and also there are other filters on the top, such as price range, bed and bath numbers, home type, and also other miscellaneous filters. Now, once you find a property that you like, so for example, let's say I like this one, this first one here, then I will click on the tag and it will bring me to a pop-up page, which includes a bunch of photos of the unit, photos of the entire building, and also more in-depth information about the entire place, such as that the building is pet friendly or that there's central air conditioning. Take some time and go through this in-depth information. And if you don't like what you see, then you can click back to search here and you can just continue scrolling and looking for other available units. If you do like what you see, you have two options. You can either request a tour with the landlord by filling out the information here and getting in contact with them by sending a message, or if you are confident that you really like the place and you want to get it immediately, then you can click request to apply, in which again, you'll fill out the personal information listed and you'll send a message to the landlord telling them that you want to apply immediately. Now, if you can't really find something that you want on Zillow, you can try the offcampus.case.edu website, which is the official CWRU off-campus housing site. The first thing you want to do is you want to sign in with your Case Western account. As you can see, I'm already signed in here. And then go back to the homepage and click View Rentals. Now, you'll see that the subsequent page is very similar to the Zillow website, where you have the locations of all the properties on the left and the properties themselves on the right. Again, at the top right here, you can see there are a bunch of filters that you can choose. Again, price range, bed and bath, building type, and more miscellaneous filters. And again, same as before, depending on which location you choose, you select the dots in those areas to, or you can scroll down on the side to look for any unit that might look appealing to you. So let's say I like this one university circle. You click on the tag and again, just like Zillow, it will bring you to another page where they'll show you images of the unit and also more in-depth information. So for this one specifically, it's showing a lot of different available units and lease terms and such. So again, if you don't like what you see, then you can just click the back button in your browser and continue looking. But if you do like what you see and you want to get this unit, then you fill out the information here on the side. It's not as sophisticated as Zillow. It's simply your first, last name, email, and you can put in your move-in date, phone number, and a message to send to the landlord. And you simply send them a message saying that you're interested, or you can call them directly using the phone number provided.
Now that you've completed the first two sections, the pre-search and searching for a location, now we're going to discuss how to secure a location. The first step is to contact the landlord to sign a lease. The landlord will either send you an email to sign e-documents or give you a physical copy. Make sure to read this lease document thoroughly before signing, and also take this time to ask any final questions about the lease. The second is to pay the security deposit before the move-in date. The details for this deposit will be mentioned in the lease document, and it is different for every apartment. This step can be completed either in person or electronically. The last step is to pick up keys either before or upon moving in. Now, if you have completed all three of these sections, congratulations! You have now successfully transitioned from on-campus housing to off-campus housing.